let's look a minute about the light and the dark. You know, again, this has got this duality thing going on. So we have talked in other segments about change and transformation, and how, you know, we really can't change something, but if we really go into it, meaning dive in and feel it, then it immediately, instantly, miraculously transforms into a lightness. Pretty much 100% of everybody I've ever spoken to, regardless of the means by which it was attained, have experienced a sense of lightness, physical lightness and buoyancy and floatiness, after they tap into some deep, you know, dark, harsh, resonating energy. After they totally get with it, feel it, and be with it, then it's like it transforms. Nothing else was done except they just went into it completely. And the very simple example is crying. You know, we can get into a state of whatever would bring us about to tears, and really just get into a really deep, deep, deep cry. A really deep emoting. And when we're done, most everyone I've ever spoken to report that when they're done with their crying experience, that they feel lighter, they feel freer, and relief. And all they did was go into the feeling. They went into the emotion. So, taking that a step further, if we see that the lightness, physical lightness, and also the lightness and high vibration of light itself, physical light, is a high vibe. And things that, and this can be tested obviously scientifically, in things that are dark in nature, literally even dark colors, and physical material objects literally vibrate a lower vibration. It's just different, that's all. There's no good, bad, or indifferent. It's just two different experiences. It's two different physical situations and energetic situations. It's also been shown and proven that as we move up through our physical body, the internal vibrations, the chakras, for example, have a different vibe about them in a perfectly open, you know, balanced kind of situation. There's lower vibes that start way down here at the base between the legs, and they work themselves up to lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter vibrations. So we're literally moving from light to dark, you know, up to down, down to up, whatever. And so this is just to pull things into balance and a little more context about what we're talking about in light and dark. And also, it's a matter of seeing even spirit as the lighter vibe, the lighter part of ourselves, the higher aspect of ourselves, and our physical body as a lower vibe, a lower part of ourselves, because it is. It's just simple. It is a vibration that can be measured scientifically and spiritually. It's known that way as well. So we're talking about a high vibe and a low vibe. It's one vibe within each person, and each person vibrates differently based on how much lightness, spirit, flow, and darkness, lower vibe, that they maintain in their system. And we all fluctuate periodically, regularly, frequently, among the different levels of vibration. Now some, if you're practicing a certain, and your intent is to be balanced with light and dark and spirit, and you know, perhaps that's an intent, then maybe if you've been practicing that for a while, that maybe your fluctuations are less dramatic and less erratic. and more consistent and congruent over time and space. You know, if it's a matter of seeing the possibility of being a high vibration inside a physical body and getting with the thought and the idea that if my body is a low vibe, you know, it's a vehicle, it's a physical material object, so it's a low vibe, and what if my thoughts, a thought that doesn't feel harmonious to me, or a thought that kind of brings a vibration of maybe, let's say, shame, blame, guilt, doubt, fear, worry, unforgiveness, whatever the feeling is, it also has been measured in different scientific ways that these words and these thoughts and these ideas are a low vibe feeling, a low vibe thought. So if we have those, then they're in here also, little all over our body. We have these low vibe thoughts and ideas and feelings and sensations. And the more we have these, the more obviously this is going to be brought to us in our outer world to mirror those for us, for one thing. And also it kind of starts slowing down our flow. It takes up space, if you will, in the physical form where lightness can be, so to speak. It like takes up the home here. We would be filling our home with more darkness. The more low vibe thoughts we have fill up our body with low vibe. It's just like that. Let's just see it that simply. So, and they compound and they build and they grow until we're full of this, what one might call dark energy, low vibe energy. Some even classify it as negative energy. Let's just see if we can maintain the conversation around the simple low vibe, high vibe, light, dark kind of ideas, making it a little more simple and maybe a little less judgmental. So, if we're going to fill up with these kind of thoughts, then it most likely is going to be slowing down our vibration and lowering our vibration. And the little soul was talking about that. You know, I'm going to have to lower my vibe to play this out in our situation. Well, you know, if you're done playing out those things in your life and you're kind of done having those lives played out and being a player in other people's lives, perhaps it's an opportunity or a time to start letting go of some of this darkness, letting go of some of this low vibration. Look, the human physical body is low vibe enough. If we focus on bringing in spirit and bringing in a high vibration into our physical body, that's plenty of work. And we can simply do that by letting go of, every time we have these low vibe, dark thoughts and ideas and feelings and emotion, we just get real with it. We feel them, look at them, be with them. We don't get lost in them. We hold the witness as we're experiencing this feeling come up. We're watching it. Oh, I have this. This is the truth. This is really what I was thinking about it. And this is really what I wanted to do. And this is just the truth about an aspect of who I am. I admit it. And I'm really asking for help here to let it go now. I really want to let it go and do something different. And then you get in touch with the feeling of it, the experience of what this feels like to feel this way. And it could just be, whatever it is. Get with it totally, completely, and fully. Just like one that's crying. Someone that's crying, feel it, experience it, and then it just transforms. It pops the balloon and it goes away. It's that simple. And you just freed yourself up from that level, that much low vibe. And in the low vibe place, high vibe flows in. And that's why people feel lighter and freer and more joyful. So why not go around and try that experience of just filling up with the light? The cool part is we don't even have to go searching for issues and problems and working through things like that. We just keep filling up with light, filling up with light, filling up with light. And it's going to push to the surface anything that needs to be looked at or felt or expressed automatically. We can just have a great time in life. Live a good life, have fun, have joy, have pleasure, and really just live it up. And just high vibration frequency itself vibrates very fast and moves low vibe. It creates movement on its own automatically.